Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm here. Today we are working on making task load properly. I did do a little bit off a stream, but most of that was yesterday, like before going to bed. I set up some things today. Let me get this moved over. So yeah, uh, after yesterday, I at some point I added it so it saves all the colors. So all the colors are now getting saved to the settings. And then I also set it up so when where's the other code? Color behavior. That's the save color behavior. I think it's just color behavior. Yeah, I also set it up in here so that way when you set a color, it saves, and when you and then I also got it so it loads the save and has a default, which were just the default colors I set it up. As you can see, these tasks are fake right now. I was just making sure I understood how they lined up, but as you can see, it loaded the time, and as you can see, the colors. You can especially see it with the color of the task. The color of the task are different than what they were yesterday, but if I were to go and save them to a red, which is just bright for absolutely no reason, and then I closed it, and then I loaded it again, you'll see that they stay the same type of red. And that is all being saved properly. I have the folder off screen because I don't want to just show all my files. But I can also, if I delete the file and then I start the project, then it goes to the default colors. And then it should save the colors again, I think. Does it save it? No, it doesn't save it unless I make the file. So it will stay the default colors until I go to like task and make it a slightly pinker one, and then it saves, which is fine because if I don't save it, it just needs to be the default, which doesn't matter. Yeah. So that is one of the things I did, and then what I also did is I set it up to figure out how I'm gonna get the taskbar to work. Or the task list to work. And what I did is I had to set up a scroll container and then the task list, which is a vertical container. Why does the scroll container not work? Right. Oh, it's because I have to use a scroll wheel on keyboard on mouse. But yeah, as you can see, I can scroll through the list. And since it is behind everything, it looks perfect. So yeah. And then reward gets saved, and then also if I open up reward handler, uh, it has the setup for reward. I also have a value in here for all time reward amount, just cause why not? Maybe it will be nice to see how many points you've gotten in total. So I just also am saving that in here, and then I just saved the I saved the value set stuff. I've saved that in here. So all the places where the reward would be given out are now refer to this file because this is always loaded, and then just reward up the correct amount. And then today, what I've been working on is task list behavior. I'm just trying to get it set up so I know how to uh, I was basically so far what I've done is I've just made it so that this code gets all of the scenes for uh throat dry. One sec. Yeah, I got it so it gets all of the scenes, the proper scenes, and then it also gets the save path for task, and then it gets that directory of that. And then I basically just took this straight from the Godot documentation so far, where it just starts listing off what is in the directory, It gets the file. It gets the file, and then yeah, and then if the file if it's a directory, it prints directory. I'm not gonna need this. I am not gonna need this. But if it's a file, it gets file found, and then it prints it, and then it goes to the next one, and then it just does this. It keeps going through this. And then so when I load it, it goes file found, the test complicated, test long, not in test long infinite, test long not infinite, test short. So I'm able to find the files in there. What I need to do now is load the files and make them a uh into a task, one of these, which basically means I need to make a task, and then I need to make a child of that, which is the task. That's what I currently need. So I need is, instead of a process delta function, I need a function make task. Which is then going to make the task. What I need to do is I need to get the information, which is written. How is that written? Get value. Okay. And then the default value. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. What else do I need? So I need it so that when it makes the task, I need it to make task holder. How does this stuff work? What I probably want is like complicated task behavior. Complicated task, because this one had to make it, didn't it? No, it was create task, stuff that had it in it. Create task, yeah. As you can see here, variable get child. How did I do this? Spinbox chain. It needs to find child. It needs to find child. Add. It needs to add child. Scene. Okay. Actually. Actually, that's probably a better way of doing it. Add child. Get the node. I think I just want to instance it in here, actually. Because that's how I made it so that there were more of them. Yeah, as you can see, I set all of its information, and then I set its name. So what I want is add child. But instead of complicated scene task, I want task holders scene. I actually probably don't need these instances then. I'll leave them in there in case I do need them. Task creator, what else did I do? And then I just set its information. I don't need to set its scale really. Yeah. What I need to do is I need to create task holder scene initiate. Um, then I need to uh task holder initiate. Uh, let me print chill child. Print get children. That's not the one I want. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it's because I didn't reference this yet. Okay. I need to reference this in here. Make task. What it's gonna need is it's gonna need file. It's gonna need file, and this is gonna give it file underscore name. Let me also write these like how I actually write my shit instead of just use it, so that way it doesn't look weird. Directory is okay. Dir is okay for directory. I just want to make file name look right. File. It's not going to use it yet, but I want to make sure that it gets the information. If I load the correct scene, oh, it gets it. Oh, it's getting all of the task holders that are currently in there. I forgot that there are task loaders. Okay, wait. Let me get rid of all of these guys that I no longer need. Delete node. Control. Ooh. Gets funky when I do that. Hello. Welcome in. Found the file task holder, which that's its type. It's just called task holder. Oh, it's like it becomes complicated. Let me just. I need to probably change his name. Productivity happening a little bit. I'm still getting into it. Currently, I'm just making it so that it loads the tasks that are currently saved upon loading. And to do that, I need to get the information from it. Do close. And so far, it seems I'm able to get the information. I need to then I need to make the child, and then I need to get it. If I add a task holder, where's the task holder scene? Task holder scene is just called task holder. I can put it into here. Dot add child. Actually, what I need to do is I need to get the file information. So I need rent. I need current. I can't spell. Current task info. Current task info is going to be equal to. It's going to be equal to. It needs to get a saved path. And to get the saved path, how do I do that? Save path dot list. Well, I need to make it so it's different each time. Which I did up here. By how did I do that? How did I make it different each time? I'm trying to remember. You'll never guess whose birthday it is? No way. That's awesome. I I'm trying to think, isn't it? Yeah. You got lucky. I'm now real like imagine if you were born actually I don't know what year you were born, but imagine if you were born a day later and then you had to worry about what's it? No, get out. I don't like you. Why? Why is that open? Imagine if you were born a day later on the 29th and then you had to worry about your birthday every year. But yeah, happy birthday. It was 2005, so there was no leap year. I get what you mean. Yeah. I don't remember. I don't. Leap years 25. So it would have been. Would it have been the year before? Yeah, it would have been the year before 2004. Do do do. Why am I stalling? You big 2-0 today. Oh, I turned. Oh no, I turned 22 this year. Uh. I. Old. Yeah. No, I hate it. What am I doing? Now I'm distracted. Oh, I can't. I'm gonna have to update. I'm gonna have to update stuff. Uh, no, I think my problem with getting older is I haven't done much since high school. I didn't do much in high school either. So every year it's like, oh no. Doo-doo. Oh, did stream reload? Wait. Oh wait, no. Stream Elements just didn't recognize I started streaming until now. That's hilarious. Yeah, I saw stream reset because Stream Elements finally said that I went live, but Stream Elements didn't say I went live when I first started stream. So they Stream Elements just took a while to figure out what was happening. Um, you're live? I know, right? Insane. Um, current info task is equal to hmm, it needs to be user task list. It needs to be user task list plus um file. Oh, string file. And then all of this needs to be in here. Be declared in current scope. Oh wait, I gotta declare it. There we go. Add child. Yeah, no, I know it's upset about adding a child. Currently, add child. To add child, I need to know what I need to get information. I can't remember how to do that. How do I get information again? Save color behavior. Save path. Color config is new config. Load save path. I need this. I need basically what this is. Task list. What I need to do is I need to separate this code into set up phase, set up, and then logic to do. Okay. Variable current task info. I need is current task config, current task config, current task. What do I label this as? Well, how do I read it? Am I reading current task, or I'll do am I doing, is it current task load, or how does that one work? Settings. I don't actually call color settings. I think I just call it load. Uh, current task load. Load. Okay, load it. And then what I need to do is, I need to get value. Let's see. Get value of current task config. Current task pass is probably what I should actually set that to. Current task path is that load. This doesn't go from save path, this goes current task pass. I'm gonna make that P capital so that way it looks correct, and that one's better. Okay. Sets the path, gets set it up as a config file, load the config file, current task. Ooh, what are you working on at the moment? I'm working on finding, so what this part up here is, it gets the directory where all of the tasks are saved, and then it finds all of the tasks that were saved, and then it makes a task on the main screen. And this is like when it loads for the first time. I'm gonna have to do something separate when you create a task from scratch. But with all of this, then when it makes a task, I need it to get the file name, because the file name is the actual file in the directory. So I need to then give here the directory. This will pull up the saved config file. This will load it properly, and then I need to get the value of stuff, and then basically I need to just get all of the information from this file, and then make a task onto here. I need to put it into the task list, and that is the current goal. But I need to get value. What I should do is, on my second screen, I should open one of these tasks so I can see what information is in the task, because that's what a short task looks like. I should also close all of these other things that no longer are open. Bye. Complicated task. Long not. I should open these so that way I can actually read what they say. Also, just wondering if you know why you're putting this underscore before the function names. Is that, I don't. Is that just, in my mind, that's just how functions are written? Is there a specific reason why that is written like that? Or is that just how it gets written most of the time? Because I know normally if I just write a value, you don't have to put them there. Interesting. I mean, it's one of the things of, I see that, and in my mind that reads, oh, that is a function, because it's the thing of like how you name files. Because I mean, this is how Godot named their stuff, where most of my variables are lowercase, and then it's all the rest of the words are uppercase, and like there's no underscore spaces. But for me, in my head, the underscore says, hey, this is a function. Because I mean, I could remove it, but then that doesn't work in my head. It just helps me understand what I am currently looking at is a function that I need to refer to. It's a convention. The underscore signifies the function is private or if it's virtual. Interesting. Don't have to put them there. It's a convention. The underscore signifies if the function is private or if it is virtual. Interesting. Yeah, I understand the convention. I think I understand what you mean by, okay, now close that. Why? Okay, second screen is being weird. Yeah. Because private is like inside of here, virtual, you mean like able to be used by other scripts. In my mind, underscore was just, it is a function. But I see the what the like general like use of it is for. Because my thing is, if I had if I had functions that were like both like I it's just the thing of I like being able to see it's different in here. Ooh. Virtual means is fault intended to be overridden by the class. Interesting. Yeah. No, I just that's probably more stuff that I'd have to learn. My thing is just I see underscore in my head is like that is a function. Cause I would also just no, that's fair. Yeah. I just like having it so I can tell what stuff is more easily. It's not a required thing, yeah. Cause in my mind, because it just looks like the default functions to me, so it's like that just makes sense. You can call it whenever the fuck you want. Yeah. Because it's a thing of I know this make task thing is probably not gonna get used, or at least I might make a separate like maybe I make the make task thing into a general task function, but currently all I'm using it for is the start of like the loading task at the start. Um so I so yeah, cuz it's only being referred to here, but I also know I do have it like in I think in save color behavior. No, I don't have it in here. I have it in do do do. I was zoned out for a bit. I have it in what I have it in somewhere where it calls task creator. I know because actually it's in I think is it? I don't remember where. I know I call tat functions from like my autoloaders all the time. Like I have an autoloader just for functions of task. Just because all my tasks need the same ones. What am I doing here? What was? But yeah, it's good to know that that is not required. It is just, but also I'm not gonna change it. At least not in here. Maybe later on I'll come up with a different system for myself. But I was getting the path, I was setting it, and then I need to get the value. What I need to do is I need to get the value. I need to get task type. Wait, no, I need to get disk. I need it to be sys task type, and then its default value should be 0. Also, if you ever make constant values, those are all caps usually. Like something that never changes. I think I am understanding it. Yeah. it probably would be a good idea to have different naming conventions for all my variables and values, because currently all of my values are the same naming convention of short first word, all the rest of the words have capital first letters. Like all of my stuff that I write is written that way. Like every single variable is I have written that way. But also, I'm not doing something like I'm not doing anything huge or massive, so I'm able to work through that more easily. I feel like if I get any more complicated with my naming conventions, I'm going to need to make a cheat sheet to just see what everything means. But that's also something I should do at a point. Get value 0. Um, that needs to be variable task type, or current task type. Yeah, I only really have 3 naming conventions. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the thing of naming convention is really useful, especially like I mean that is part of the reason why I have the underscore there, is because I see that is a function and this is not a function, this is a variable. So I really only have the 2 naming conventions I really use right now. But I think like the more complicated a project is, the more complicated a naming convention would probably need to be, just to keep stuff more easily aligned. But also like I'm I've been able to manage with this. Add child. Okay, where I keep current task type. What I need is I need to add a child, and then I need it to match. I need to match current task type. One. Oh, what? What are you doing? I hit the wrong button. That's what it's doing. Pass. Honestly, conventions become a lot more important when you're working with a team. Yeah. I think that is something I heavily benefit from with how I write my code, because I keep saying it, there's no fucking comments in here. I need to write a lot more comments than I do. Like that, looking through here, like this is like one of the only comments I see. But it's just if if I worked on a team, everybody would hate me. Like I am very lucky that I'm doing this by myself, and I know that the future me is gonna hate me right now. The only comment is the default. Was that the default one? Hey, that is the default one. Also, why is this process function still in here? I don't really need it. Um, yeah. I don't need a process function in this code. I'm sure there's a lot of like process functions and ready functions that are in a bunch of codes that I just had in case I needed to use it and then never needed to use it because I didn't want to write it out if I didn't need. Yeah, process is going away. Goodbye. I don't need you. What is happening here? That's right. I am okay. I need to match the types. Oh wait, I'm supposed to start with 0. That's a whoops. Okay, and then each of them will make a different type of child. Because this one will make a child of um this one will make a child of short task scene, because 1 is short task. Dot instate. That should work. Okay. I was saving it, but I don't think in this type of coding work, or at least in this part of the project, I don't think I need to initiate the scenes. Process fans so mad right now. I mean, if I need it, it's just not needed. It's okay. I'm sure I use process many times elsewhere. It's the problem of I in a lot of the code I was originally writing before I was told how to make a function. A lot of a lot of the time I would run. It was either stuff got set up once or stuff was getting set up every single time. And that was leading to a lot of stuff being ran over and over again for no reason. So that is like one of the things that is like I'm trying to not do. Just wanted to do imagine I never showed up at run like 5 FPS. That is so fair. I am so is I really should have learned a lot longer ago. I should have learned I should have learned in high school robotics, like how to make a function. I can't believe I didn't learn that until like just in the last months. Let's see, task holder child. Okay, so I basically need to do this, but for each of them. But this one is a long task. Task. Oh, did I? Oh, I erase scene. That's why it's upset. Complicated task scene initiate. Yep. It's even crazier is that you learn about loops, about for loops after functions. Yeah, I mean, it's just the thing of I didn't need them as much. Like, a lot of my stuff was if something happens, do it. Like, I didn't need it, like, I didn't need a bunch of stuff to happen over and over again until I started needing to do something. Until I started needing to do something multiple times over and over again for different things. Um, match current task type, task add child. Do 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 do. Add add child, and then I need to actually set this scene. If I had a task holder and then okay, what I can do is I can use this to give me my logic. Where's short task? If I put a short task scene in there, then it would be written as that, and then I need to change stuff about it. In here it's not gonna let me know, so I need to actually look at here. Uh, Actually I can open up short task behavior. Short task behavior, and then I can see all the variables that I'm going to need to change, like task name. To do task creator, is this no task list? Because I need to set task name is equal to is equal to what do I need to set it equal to? I need to set it equal to current task config get value. Task name. Oh, task name, I believe, is how I wrote it. Yep. And then I also need to set up task type should be set up by default in here, cause task type. Oh, that's as a string. Uh, but it is set up in there already. So I don't really have to worry about setting up the task type. Because I mean the task type is this. So it's already being set up when it loads here. What I do need to set up, however, is short task dot task reward. Is that task reward? Yep. Trying to see. Shouldn't be anything else that needs to be changed. That's equal to this, except this is task reward, and that's going to default to 0. Task name is going to be default to no name. Okay. Let's see. Does this work at all? It's not working correctly, but it's doing something. Interesting. Something's happening. Oh, I guess I am already screwing it up here. I need to set its position beforehand. Actually, if I'm setting its position, let me back up the scene to here so I can see what these guys' positions were. They were just 500 over? Okay, let me go back to where I am. I transformed this to 500 over. Okay, that's correct. So what I just need to do is I need to change its position. Add child. Do position equal to, how did I set up? How does position get set up again? I'm pretty sure. I know I set it somewhere. Task creation. Yeah, it's just position vector 2. That's what it is. Vector 2, which is 500 0, I believe it should be. Okay, let me go back to the main scene in the 2D so that way I don't remove the code. Are all of them are just over, right? All of them, yep, all of them are position 500 over. So if we go back to here, and then the code, position it 500 over, bye. Add child, set position 500 over. And then at the end of this all, outside of here, I need to get child. How do I get the child by name? I'm trying to remember. Where did I set that? Oh, find child. If find child. How did I? Oh, dot name. Dot name set it. So I don't need to do that. What I need is I just need task holder. Task holder dot name is equal to that. what I also need, okay, what I should do is I should just set up task name. I should set up task name and task reward outside of here. Variable current task name, variable current task reward. This one is name, this one is reward, and then I can take these, put them in here. And then down here, I also get the name. And then if I play it, oh, stuff's overlapping. I don't know if that's working properly. Probably because I already have this. Let me delete this node. What happens if I just run it? It created them all, but it didn't seem to get the information properly, which is okay. It's probably something with what I wrote here. The path is equal to that slash plus file. The file is test long info. Should work, right? Let me print current pass path. How much are you gonna put in before this is done? That's a good question. I think I'm kind of close. I think one of I need to finish up task in general. Once I finish up complicated task, then most of the tasks are gonna be done, I believe. Because setting all of this creation stuff up was just so that way I'd be able to know how I pull information for complicated tasks, so that way I know how to make complicated tasks. And when it comes to that, I'm pretty close to that. I think the main thing I need is I need to have separate tabs for task, and then I also need rewards. And rewards I feel like are going to be, it's basically going to be the same thing as making a task, but probably just look different. And that's going to be like the base of the project done. And then I think the only thing I would work on from there is making sure that text size is proper. I still need to fix this. And then I think probably the last thing I would do is, instead of having like the border and the background be like the same thing, make it so that I can add different things. Oh, and I also got one of the other things is also changing it so that the task icon can be changed. I think that is I think at some point it's going to be just making it so that it's more customizable. And I think that would be like the last thing. Just finishing making stuff customizable and just also polish. Like it's pretty close to the point where it is functioning. It is just going to be clean up and polish. And depending on how much I'm able to work on this in like the coming week, I think it's possible that in like a week or two all of the functionality of it will be done. Cuz right now I'm almost at the point where I can load all my tasks. I can create tasks. User, why does it not load this? Is the question I'm having. it's able to load that one. Users / integer. So it should be able to load that. That's the save path. Time toggles config is equal to new config. Settings is equal to load. Time toggle config get value. So I'm probably messing something up lower down maybe. Take config current task config new config task load current task config dot load current task path, which is this, which should be correct. Let me print current task name. Am I actually loading the information correctly? I'm not loading the information. Is there... Oh, these are capital in the savings. When I save the information, these are capital. That's the problem. That's probably the problem I'm having. This is case sensitive. Those were lowercase. That was probably the problem I was having. If I load it now, now it's wrong. What? How did that screw? Wait, how did changing those to be? If I change these back, does that? I swear everything was aligned. What was that? Yeah. Oh wait, when I set it up like that, these are no longer defaulting, so that they're not being set to this position where the short task is being set to the correct position because it's already set there. Okay. I think maybe one of the problems I'm having is when on ready that this is being set up some other way. I think short task is setting its name somewhere. Short task, task name, because it should be. Task name. Let me print task name. Ooh, let me print task name. Now let me see if it changes between the two. Oh, that's the wrong scene. Oh, it printed the test short. It printed nothing and then it printed test short. So it's changing? Oh wait, but I think it's changing after I think it's changing after it's setting the text. Is what I'm getting. Interesting. Yeah, because this is setting it. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to set up information. Because this is happening at ready. I need it so that it doesn't. I need it so that this stuff doesn't happen at ready. It happens when I want it to, which is. I need it to happen after it receives the information. What I need is I need to probably set a function in here, but that function's also going to be needed for all of them. So I think that is another general task function I probably need to add is yeah. What would this function be? It would be something along the lines of set information. Set information. I don't know what is going to be needed in here currently, but I know it needs to set information. I don't need this color behavior, because if I open up complicated and long tasks, they're gonna have a very similar thing of at the top. Yeah, they set it up here, like the name text and stuff. Yeah, and then they also set up this information up here, which I need to set up elsewhere. Okay, so what I need is I need it to give the information that the task holds. Which is the name. The task icon is separate. Task ready. Task reward? What? What is task ready? What is that in the general task functions? This one. Task ready. I think actually this is probably where I'm supposed to put, where I should put this. Instead of doing task ready, I do. Ooh, hell, it's jump scared. God. Hello, welcome for the follow. Welcome for the follow. I'm gonna thank you for the follow. Bad words. Bad at words. Let's see. Where am I at? Hello, welcome in. What am I? Where was I at? I need to see long task and short task. I need on task ready. I needed to return. Oh, I needed to return so much more information than this. Or I need to have a second part to task ready. Okay. Other person? Yeah. No, it is amazing when there is more than one person for once. Yeah. Welcome in. I'm in deep. It is. So you're saying me alone isn't good company? My brain is too confused jumping through the loops to figure out. I wish I could have these tasks, like these codes, next to each other. I wish I could like duplicate. I could have like two of these. Make script editor floating. I wish I could have two script editors next to each other. I don't know how to do that. Oh yeah, I've been creeping around the software and gamer to film looking for an ounce of LGBTQ plus. Well, welcome in. Everybody in here is everybody currently in here, I believe, is LGBTQ. The words, letters, numbers. Oh, my brain. It's like, but welcome in. Uh, I'm struggling because what I need is maybe task ready is this thing. I need to close all the stuff that I do not currently need, so that way I do not open them up. Can't imagine trying to juggle computer language and human. Yeah, it is. My brain already struggles to just focus in on what I'm doing when I'm not talking to people. So, do I need this? This I do need this because this is where I'm setting stuff. That part, well, yeah. Um, do I need this one? Am I working on this at all? I'm not. Short task and long task behavior, complicated task behaviors later. So these are the main things I'm working on. These are what I'm referencing. What I need is, instead of having a function in here, I need to have a function. Instead of it being a ready function, I need a function set information. Function set information, which is going to just be general task ready. And then it's going to be, I guess I don't need to make a to change anything in the general task. Sounds pretty. Ooh. Oh, sure. On a scale of queer charisma, says how queer are you? I'm a monster formed in the heart of the universe before time began. Yeah, that does sound pretty gay. Those funny genders. Amazing. As I think of myself, I am basically a combination between a basilisk and a slime creature. That is where I sit. That is my flavor of funny gender. Uh, function set information. Oh, I need these. Set information. I need to set. I need to set task name, and then I need to button text ready return. Cause I need to do these. Do funniest gender is she, say, no competition. Yeah. I gotta wait till March. My head. The Adderall is all gone at this point. Y'all are like the universe age monsters and I'm just a girl. Funny genders be funny. Oh, splitting my focus is not working out. Task icon should be set. Progress bar, button progress, task. Okay. a lot of this stuff needs to be set up. Okay. In ready, do a bunch of shit. Set information. What I need is return task, set task name. For long task, I need basically the same thing but with a lot more information in it. Function set task information. To do pass. Most sponsors are just girls. Oh, my head. It's a having two people in chat is good because it means that you guys can talk to each other. It's bad because it means I have twice as much to read. I'm bouncing back and forth so good. I'm doing so great. What I need to do is when doing this, I need to set everything, and then I need to run need to do this dot underscore, what is it called? What am I calling it? Set information. Set information. Oh, all right. You're doing amazing. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. Set information. Do I need, if I'm setting these here, I can probably make it so that this actually is better. Can probably make this smarter, but also, and no, who needs to make stuff smarter? Actually, no, that I am gonna make it smarter. I'm going to put these in here, and then when it comes to the short task, this is going to get received task name and then received task reward is probably the best way to write it. Task name, received task reward. Okay. Receive task name, receive task reward. And then I need to set task name and task reward. Oh wait, Control Z, Control C. Task name is going to be equal to received task name. Task reward is equal to received task reward. Okay. Set information, receive task reward. Task name is equal to receive task name. Receive task reward is equal to variable ready return. Barely starting to think of entering the genre. That's good. I mean, I definitely I have previous knowledge over years, but I do not have a ton of deep knowledge over those years. I've learned a lot in just the last months thanks to Ruby here. Like making functions, which I should have definitely learned in high school robotics, but just didn't. Team name, okay. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here I need to set. Okay. Links in seconds. Okay. I basically need to move all of that. Okay, so this is going to give the same information as short task of receive name, received reward. That information paste. We get receive name, receive task. And then it's going to get the task name. Then it's gonna do the same thing as task name. Why? Receive task name, receive task reward. Set task name. I can remove that from here, or do I set the reward up here? Button text, general function, change button. Oh, this is the same thing, right? Return ready. I think I'm just returning ready earlier in here. Yeah, variable return ready. Oh, that's complicated task, which is, where's that stuff in here? Where do I set this information up? What am I? Turn ready text icon. Where in long task? I don't remember where this is. Maybe I should have been writing comments more. I need to plug in my headset as well. Just port. Plug in. There we go. Hi. Sets the size, task length, that's all the information stuff. Where am I setting reward here? I think here. I'm also doing that here is the thing. Maybe what I should do, instead of trying to rewrite all of this, I just make the ready function into a set information function. I'm decent at figuring out computer stuff, but code has always been daunting to me. Like I'm every IT support in my life. Ready to take the next step. That's nice. That's good. I know my main thing is just I want to make games because I feel very creatively inclined. I just need a way to get my creativity out, and I like interactive creativity. And then also I just really love games. So main reason why I'm doing stuff is just cuz I want to make games. And with that being said, I'm not currently making a game, but that's because I'm trying to make a reward system that tricks my ADHD into doing stuff. And then also keep track of stuff I need to do. Yeah, I probably should just set this ready function into a into a reward. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I do want to set all of this into, instead of doing a ready function, into here. Because it's basically doing the same thing of what I was trying to do, I believe. And then I kind of just need to do the same thing. So what I don't need a ready function because all the ready function was doing was setting up the information. Now I have a way to set up information. I spent the past 12 years pursuing art and community work. Always had a dream of character design. See so many people pursuing that alongside game building. Yeah. No, that's awesome. I wish I had more time put into, I mean, because I want to learn. I mean, game development is like, that's the one I feel most good about, especially since that is one that incorporates a lot of like other creative works because like game design requires like just it requires a bunch of art, it requires a bunch of sound, it requires music. Like that's getting into game gives me an excuse to get into everything else creative. Like it is the first step into just being able to get everything else. I like that thinking. Yeah. I mean, it's the thing of I really love creative works and I want to get into it. I'm terrible at making my hands do stuff and I'm terrible at sitting down and focusing on something. That's this like sitting down and focusing on something is the reason why I'm working on this, and working on this has given me so much information I can use in like actual game design. What am I doing? I'm moving short task. Oh, that was the short task stuff I moved. Okay. Yeah. And then long task, I'm going to do the same thing where I steal all this information. Bye. Must steal all this information from ready, and I'm gonna just put it in here because I'm not doing stuff on ready, I'm doing stuff in here. Ready is no longer needed. Okay. Receive name, yes. Where do I set reward in here? Maybe, I guess I can just set reward like I set it in here. Task reward is task reward. Okay. Oh, did I copy over what I wanted to paste? I did. I'm so smart. Because it's gonna be the same thing. I don't know where my reward is being set here. It's here, but why is it written differently? Variables ready return general task function task ready task reward. Task ready. Oh, I made it just shorter in is complicated false else expand. Oh, I see. I made it shorter in the long task behavior or in the short task behavior, and I didn't update the long task behavior to do the same. Interesting. Okay, so what I should do is I should make the long task behavior do the ready and replace. What is it replacing? Button general function change button. In here it was on button text is ready return. Okay, so it doesn't have. It's the button text one. This one is changing. Yes, that looks like the same bottom 3 lines as short task. And then this is actually going to be the same thing as the short task of but variable ready return. Okay. Just gotta go back up at the start. Oh, I accidentally pasted it twice. Okay, that sets it up in both. And then complicated task. I'm not ready for this one yet, but I should set it up as such. Which should be easy because Because it is up here. Okay. Instead of task ready, it is settings information. Set information. Long, complicated instead of ready is this. Task expanded, false. Yeah, it should start false. Task icon set color, that's all. Ready, get function task ready. Okay, so this is where I'm changing stuff to be like the short behavior. Here, task name is set. I actually want to set that above the task icon. Alright. Variable true. Task name, task reward. This sets it. Return the button with true. Return the text. Task. Okay. Does this... I feel like that is... Oh, no. What is this? Why is this working? Invalid index 0? But that's... I didn't even change this one. I didn't even change this one. What do you mean? Hang on a second. I didn't even change this code. Why would this one not work anymore? Wait, why did this one stop working? This is a completely different code that does something completely different. Get color group groups. Where am I setting groups at? Oh, I'm getting it. Where? Oh, here. Task icon behavior self-modulate. Why is that one upset? Get groups, get groups. Get color groups, get group color, get groups. Why is that one not working? Why did that stop working? That shouldn't have changed anything. Unless maybe, general task. I wish it told me where in here that was messing up. Here. Information. Why is that one giving... Why all of a sudden is this not working? This was literally... Why does this being in here not work? Oh, probably because at the start, when it's created, it doesn't actually... So maybe I do need a ready function, actually. Now that I'm actually here, maybe I need a ready function. Okay, let's do a ready function that just sets the task color to start with. And we do that in... False, false. Yeah. Maybe I do that in all of them. Task long, did I copy? I copied the full ready function, yes. Oop. Complicated task behavior. Let me see if that one works. Or is it gonna... Okay. Oh wait, that's better. That's better. What I need is in... When it makes the list, I also need to do all of this stuff to it. Because these are actually not setting up anything currently. So what I need is all of these to make their stuff happen, but instead of short task, this becomes long task. I'm pretty sure it should be, at least. Yes. So all of these become long task. Oh wait, no, these ones become complicated task, which I believe is written correctly. Yep. Alright. Task list behavior. These ones become complicated task. Oop. 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 I believe. Oh wait, that's not loading what I want to load. Okay. Main screen play. Oh. It's upset about the position of the complicated task. Why is complicated task where? Or is it because complicated task is spelt differently? Or is it because complicated task can't be moved? But what's different? No, complicated task should be able to move. I'm gonna remove the camera. Does removing the camera fix it? I assumed not. Invalid set index position. I don't think this is correct for whatever reason. Is this just spelt differently? Wait, how is this spelled? Did I spell it? No, that should. Complicated task instance. What is? Oh, I didn't change that. That's using the long scene one. That's why it's not working. It's not loading the right task. It's not loading this one. You need to get that one's UID. That's why it's not working. It's not loading the correct task. But that solves it. Everything is here. A complicated task doesn't work yet, and these guys did not get their names, and the reward did not work. Okay, those are the problems I'm seeing. Current task reward is config this task reward. Oh, I spelled it wrong. That's why it's not getting the task reward. Now that should get the task reward properly. I just spelled it wrong. Yep, all of them get it. Yes. Okay, so all of these are being loaded properly. Oh, but they're not being saved in between instances. So that's something I'm gonna need to, okay. That's something I'm gonna need to add in once I get them all loading properly. I need it so that this will actually get where it's saved, and then when it's complete, delete its saved file. That's what I need to get with that. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, once it is, I need to finish setting it up that these get their right things, the right information, and then I need to set it up that it deletes its file when it is done. Which means it's also going to need to receive the file location. And I need to figure out how to delete the file from that file location. Yes, yes, that makes sense. That's making sense in my head. Okay. What I should do... Maybe I'm gonna need to give every one of them the file location. So let me file location, and then I just need to copy that for the long task, file location, and then the complicated task, file location. And then I need to give them all a variable task file location, and then I need to set task file location equal to file location. Do long task gets the same thing up here, and then complicated task gets it here, and then they all need task is equal variable task is equal to location under here, and this will set it up so in each of them I can know where their file location is. Where is this stuff written here? File location. Okay. Now all of them get their file location, and then I need it so when the task ends, which I should be able to figure out. General task, end task. What I need is in end task, in complicated, in general task function, on end task, I need it to also get file location. Task file location. And then I need to add that into, I need to save that, which is going to cause problems in every place that this function is used, which should be in here. Which, if I do this, should fix it. Cause it should be saved in here as the same name, yes. So what it does is it gets that, it goes to the end task behavior as it in here. Where's all the end task? End task button text end task behavior. Where end task? What I need to add in here. What I should also do is in the general task, I should make it so that this is always a string, which it should be, I believe. Did I spell string wrong? I did. Oh, but it has to be capital. Save that. File location, that should... Currently, if I test it, I opened up the wrong file. Currently, if I test it, oh, it's upset. Expected 3 arguments. I need to set up in here the file location. Current task file location. Actually, wait, no, that's not where I set what I should set. Current task path is what I want to send. I want, ooh, my mouse is being weird. Okay, there we go. Because this is what I'm looking for, which is a string. So current task path, it gets the string, gets it, it sends it to all of these guys, which gets it set up here, and then in the end task function, when it ends task, it does that. Long task, I should make sure that in all underscore end task. Yeah. Okay, so it does do it here. And then in general task functions, I need it for when it gets it, I need it so that I need it so that all of them delete their file location. So I need to figure out how to delete a file location. Task file location. I need to delete this. So let me check the Godot documents for that. Access how copy change current exists directory drive files next case list open read remove permanently deletes target file or an empty directory. The argument can be viewed current directory or an absolute path if the target directory is not empty. The operation will fail. If you don't want to delete the file permanently, use os move to trash instead. Returns error code success. Permanently deletes target file or an empty directory. The argument can be relative to the current directory, absolute path. If the target directory is not empty, operation fail. Okay, so if it's a directory and it's not empty, it will fail. But if it is a file, it will delete no matter what is in there. That is exactly what I need. I am pretty sure. So what I need is okay. I need a. I'm gonna need to get the directory, which I will be able to do, but then I need to remove. Oh, whoops. Wrong bracket. Wrong bracket. Remove. Oop. Remove permanently deletes target file. Okay. Remove target function. What I need is I need to get the directory. How do I get directory? I believe if I go to task list behavior, I can see variable direct. I. Do. General task function. Variable save half task list. Dot remove. Does this load? Oh. Wait, if I did it remove it properly? Oh, it removed it. Oh, so that just worked. That just worked. For how much I've been struggling, I'm surprised how much that worked. Okay. Let's create a new test one. Oh, that's not the button I want to press. Let's create a new. Oh, there's no camera in here. Let's create a new test short task. Short task test short. Test short. Let's set the reward to something different to make sure that that all works. Create task that is saved now. And then if I'm gonna need to do this, make a way to switch between creating and not. Okay, short task is back. It also updated its reward. Oh, I realize I also need to make it so that when this happens, it changes the save changes the save information. Yeah. I need it so that when this happens, it goes cuz in between opening it, it will go back to not complete and not started. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to where in short function if start task. Okay, start task. I also am gonna need task file location. And then in general task function, I need on start task task file location upset until now, and then long task when where is it, where is this, there it is, task file location. Any more places it's upset? Okay, is it, does complicated task logic is not set up yet for that. So I need is I need general I need general task functions in here. I need it to set information, which means I need to, instead of doing that, I need to get the saved path for task, general task behavior. Boo, let me fix that. Okay. This is going to be and task config is equal to new config. Save path is going to be equal to task file location. Variable save path. Ooh. Not infer type of save path. Not have set. Okay, I think if I do that, it will probably work. And then I need to. Do I need to load this one? I don't think I do because I'm not loading. So what I need is then afterwards I need current task config dot set value, and then I need to set the value of, what do I need to set the value of? I guess I need a new value called it's gonna be the sys task and then it's gonna be what this, the key is going to be task progress, and then that one's going to go its variable is going to be 1, because that is what it gets set to in all of these. Button progress, if button progress is 1. Okay. Yes. Button progress. So what I'm gonna need to do is, in the set information, I'm also gonna need to receive button progress. Okay. Head is, I'm running in circles, but I'm running in the correct path, so that's fine. Up here, variable current task button progress is equal to current task config this task what did I set it to in here? What am I setting it to? Task progress. If it doesn't exist, set it to 0, which is default. And then in all of these, I need to set record after current path, or do I want to do it before because that makes sense? It's the way I'm writing it. Okay. Set information, current path. Yeah. Actually, I don't need these because I'm setting it in here. Is what is happening. Which means I also in here need to set what else is the thing I need to set? I need to set. I was just looking at it. What? Task progress. That's what it is. Current task progress. Oh, current task button progress because this one's not setting it. And then in the short ones, when it does it, it gets received task button progress, and then it's gonna be button progress is equal to received task button progress instead of setting it here. Yeah. I'm sure that's breaking something that I don't know about. Can I... What is that breaking currently? If I set that, it should set the current progress, and then when I load it, it did not work properly. Okay. Oh wait, I don't think it's setting the task ready. I don't think that's actually doing what I want now. I think instead of task ready, I need to set this to start task. I get task ready. What's the difference in general task functions? What's the difference between task pause? That's not what I'm looking for. Task ready and then task start. They both return the change of button. So what I need it depending on what the button is, depends on which one of these is returned in here. So set the button text variable ready return. Okay. What I need to match button progress equal match button progress for zero. For zero, it would be ready to return, ready return. If it's one, it's one. Let me see down here. Button text start return. Okay. Would that cause any issues? Um, does that start? Is that any issue? Okay, it's not. It's not working as I expected. Currently, it's not working as I expected because something is weird here. This sets the button progress, not being set anywhere else in here. Oh, because they also need to set in the start task file location config task progress is one. Task start, save current path, task location, current task, this task, task progress 1. That doesn't seem to be working out properly. Variable save path, new config, current task config dot set value this task 1. Am I using the wrong one? On save, set value to what it should be. So that should be working. Variable save path location is equal to the task location. Current config is equal to new config. Oh wait, I'm missing where I set the path. How did that? Save path is there. Time toggles config, new. Oh, and then I save it. Okay. General task. Variable error. Time toggle config. Yes. What I need to do is I need to set this up to current task config. Okay. That saves it. Yes. 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 Okay. So this one deletes the file. This one changes it. This one. Bye. Task ready. Short task. Variable task. Okay. If it's 0, it does task ready, sets the task button, task progress. Does that one work? No, it actually completely removed. Oh, it removed all of its information. That's great. That's amazing, actually. Let me fix that. Short task. Oh, test short. Test short. Perfect. Create that. And switch back. That now it's back. The problem What is the problem? The problem is that it's not setting all of it. It's only it's changing everything to be this. Is there a way I can save it? Oh wait, what is this? This is a config, not okay. What am I looking for here? This one I needed to save, but I needed to save all of the information correctly. What if, do I also want to add load? Is that probably what I want to do, is also load what was there. Load. So that way it doesn't change the values that were there. This becomes why is it upset? Current task path. Oh, it's not that here. It's save as. Does this work? Oh, wait. It didn't change the icon, but this changed. So it's halfway there. I think the problem is this guy. I think he needs to be set in here. And then which one is it? It's false then true for when it's there. Yeah. Where do all these things get set? If task reward dot length. Task button size. Oh, that doesn't change with when it's complete. That's why it doesn't fix its. I mean, fixing its length, it's fixing its text is something that I need to work on completely. I need to completely overhaul how it fixes its text. But I think this one works. I think it just works. Wait, I think adding okay. Test short. I think this one works. I think I can set it and then it should stay that in between. It doesn't fix the box, but that's something I have to do completely. That's a system I have to overhaul completely. I should also write down that I gotta remember to overhaul text completely. Okay. But tasks are now saving their progress, which is good. What I need to do now is, oh, there's so many things open. There's so many things open that I don't need open. I need is for task creator, no, task list behavior. I need it to, if it is a long task, I need it to set the long task. Oh wait, I don't need these anymore, right? I changed how I. Yes, those get received properly. Because it's returning these, and then these themselves are fixing it. What I probably need to do is I need to do set information and make that a general function. Yeah, I probably need to just make the set information a general function. But I think that's a later thing. Probably, maybe. So I need to put in all the information. What I need to do now is I need to send the information for this. Task type is equal to. Where am I setting this inf task? I think I'm setting it outside. So I need to do is on task creation. How do I do stuff that isn't required? Oh, equals to. Okay, I set the default one. So if I do list behavior, or if I do, I guess thing is that I don't need. It's probably something I need to change. It's probably something I'm gonna need to change later. So what I should do is I should just write it properly right now. I should also write what these are supposed to be, because this is supposed to be a string. This is supposed to be a. It's supposed to be an integer, but I don't know if it's always gonna come back as, because it might also come back as a float. So I might leave that. This one is supposed to always be a string. What I also need to return. Oh, I need to capitalize string. What I also need to return is a. I need to return the inf task. Received inf task. Received inf task. That one is a bool, and it's equal to 0 if it's didn't receive anything. So then what I need to do in here is I need to set. I need to in long task. I need to set current task inf. Current task inf, which when I set it up here, it's just gonna be variable current and variable current task inf is equal to current task config get value. It's gonna be a boolean. That needs to be set to false if it's a boolean. And then if it doesn't receive this, it comes back as false. But it's not task progress. How did I write it down in? How is it written in the file? Where is that? Okay. It receives task. It's inf task. and then it receives either true or false, or it doesn't receive anything and defaults to false, but it's only going to be important here. And then long task, it receives it, and if it receives it, what it needs to do is it needs to set inf task equal to received inf task. I'm going to also fix the lettering on that. Okay. So that receives, if it's an inf task, and then it sets the inf task. Task long inf. This one works. That worked. Okay. That part of it worked. So what I also need to do is I also need to receive task lengths and then task lengths seconds. So I need is received task lengths, received task lengths, which is going to be equal to spell correctly, factor 3. It's gonna default to be 0, 0, 5, 0 if it doesn't receive any. It could be factor 3. Yes. Receive task lengths, and then it's gonna also need received task lengths. Receive task length second, which that one's gonna be a integer, which is gonna equal to which is gonna default equal to it's gonna default equal to 5 times 60, right? That's how it should work. What is 5 times 60? That's supposed to be 5 times 60 is supposed to be, what is 5 times, why can't I remember what 5 times 60 is supposed to be? 5 times 60 is 300. Okay, that receives that information, and then what it does is inf task scale previous elapsed time. Okay. Inf task scale per second. Settings. Task lengths complete. Task lengths in seconds. Task length. Progress behavior? Where is progress? If inf task true, this is equal to, okay, task length time. I need to set task length time. Task inf. Scale. Where else am I setting inf task scale? Inf task scale is a factor 3. Task. What else is? Length complete. Okay. what am I missing here? Task length scale. Okay. Oh, but I'm now saving those as the same thing is the issue I'm now realizing. I don't actually need those to be separate. Or I don't need them to be exported separately because they are now the same thing. I guess received task length seconds. I guess what I do is inf task scale, which is this, is equal to received length. Then inf task scale per second I can do to received task length second. And then task length in second is going to be received task length or received task length in second. So if I played this one, it didn't work. Oh, because I'm not sending that information. Yeah, I forgot to send information. Because in here, if it's a long task, what I need to do is I need to receive this information. Let me just copy it to remember. To do current task length seconds, and then I should also just shorten all of these down. Current and then what I also need to do is I need to take these and then I need to set them in here. Variable that, variable that, variable that. Yes. It's gonna be equal to current config salary. If oh wait, I already set that one. So this part can actually go away. This is supposed to be equals to current config value. What is the value? Task length. Task length. Which default value should be effector3. What's the default one I said it should be? I said 0, 5, 0. This one's gonna be current task length sec. Its default value is going to be 600. Does that work? That's not the right scene. It did not work. Okay. Why would that not have worked? Initiate long scene, set information, current task. Okay. Long task behavior, it sets the information. Infinite scale is equal to receive task length second. Task length in second is equal to received. uh, progress behavior. Uh, Progress behavior. This is what actually sets the information. So what I should do is I should set progress behavior at the end, or I should set it at least after everything. After all the stuff I currently have. Actually, let me after here instead of up here, because that is what actually sets the information. It didn't work. Okay. How is progress behavior? Progress behavior if in true text task time elapsed. I'm setting task. Where? Wait. Do see task. Wait, shouldn't I also be receiving button progress? I should be. That's something. Am I missing that from here? Current task path. Yes, that's something I'm missing from these as well. Which I will add in here. And then in long task, I need to receive it. Receive task button progress. Okay. Actually, in here, that should be current task button progress. Okay. So set current task progress button. In long task, it sets button progress is equal to received button progress. And then I also need to do the thing of match button progress to here. For this, match button progress, variable return, task reward. Will ready return, variable named, already variable return, ready return. Ah, up here it is. How does that work? Oh, it doesn't. Function set information base. Oh, I didn't fix up here, did I? I didn't set receive task button. I didn't set that into the complicated behavior information yet. There we go. Okay. It's still not getting the time correctly. I'm seeing that. Everything else looks like it's working. If I just start that one so I can see. Oh wait, that one's doing time correctly. Oh, that's not right. That's actually not right at all. I lied. I lied completely. Yeah, that's not correct. Oh, I've completely lost it at this point. Ready, return. Oh, I'm surely I'm missing something. Oh no. I think I need to stop setting information up separately. I think I need to make that just a general function of set information. Oh, I already was trying to. I did that weird. Okay. It needs to get that information, and then it needs to. Oh, I think I've hit the wall. I have hit the wall hard. Oh no. Oh, where do I go from here? Set information. Oh, I've hit the wall so hard. I've ran full force into it. Okay. General functions. General functions dot underscore set task information. And many arguments inside? What do you. Oh, it's because it's not. This one didn't update. No, it's still upset. What? Set information. In here, set information is receive. What? Why are you complaining? Oh, now it stops complaining. It was just it likes doing that. It needs to set variable set info is equal to this. Not declared. Declare it. Oh wait, that's why it's not there. Variable set info. Okay. I I think I need to step away for a bit and come back to this when my head is not so confused. I've jumped through so many hoops, I'm not sure where I am right now. I need to. I think. I think I'm gonna call stream there. Yeah. Because I've hit the wall very hard, and I need to just step away for a second and let it. I need to step away for a second and let it happen. And I need to step away just so that way, because I think I need to change. I think I need to change how I set this up so that way it all goes into one system. Yeah. Yeah, I think I need to resync this a little bit, and in resyncing this, I think I'm gonna call it there for a bit. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I'm gonna call it there for today, just because I need to I need to step away and let my head like refresh. Let me. Where is it? There's the song. Yeah, I need to refresh. So I'm gonna call it there. Good progress was made. It's a mess right now. I'm gonna have to clean up that mess in a bit. I just need to step away. So hopefully when I start stream tomorrow, it will have been figured out and I can explain how I figured it out. But right now, I just am. My head is not receiving information. I really do think I need to just go back and change how I do everything. I think I need to make it so that everything is in that general task function instead of splitting it up between task lists and everything. I think everything needs to go into general task function, but I'm not sure how we do that yet. So I'm gonna call it there, and I hope everybody has a good night. I'll see everybody later. Bye bye.